Do you feel like there was somebody else ever in the picture that contributed to things ending?
Yeah, I do. Although I can't be certain. So when we left the ultimatum, obviously we were engaged, but the engagement, like, we were not happy. But yeah, and after then, man, we had one issue after another.
Wait, how much did he send home?
What do you mean, how much did he send home?
Lobola?
Yo, it never arrived.
I think the last time, well, regardless of digital media, the last time we saw you, you were the happiest woman on earth. Happiest beyond measure. You were getting a proposal of your dreams, telling the whole world you decided to go on an international streaming platform and say, I do. How are you, Thabi? How's your heart?
Hi, Lungelo. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
My heart, ish. Amperni. Like it's a bit shaky, but getting there. Not healthy in a relationship. That's definitely not healthy.
By the time the show airs, what's the state of your relationship?
But it was not okay. It was shaky. Hence, on the reunion, you noticed that we were no longer engaged. I wasn't wearing a ring on the reunion. When the reunion was shot, yeah, we decided, you know what, we're gonna call off the engagement, work on our relationship, and then masese right, we'll make a decision ukuthi sifuna ukushada or whether siyahlukana. So then
I'm still failing to identify. Perhaps you're not taking me there. It's a year of engagement, and then you reach a decision of let's be unengaged but remain together. And a lot of people think that it needs to take traumatic situations for people to either unengage or break up. It sounds like nothing traumatic happened in that year to you.
no, nothing traumatic, shame. It was nothing traumatic. It was more of character flaws, things that happened in the past that like ziyabuya manje. And also I think just becoming complacent and familiar with each other. Like it just becomes like we're brother and sister. There's no longer effort. There's no longer that thing you would say, oh, this is my partner and I'll go all out for them. It's just like, oh, this is just someone, like I live with them, it's whatever, So yeah, I mean, our relationship got to that point and I was like, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with being in a relationship where I don't feel the romance. I don't feel like you're trying. I don't feel as loved as I used to feel before. And she also felt like Mina, maybe he's like, yeah, when are you've got high standards, maybe it's social media, ekjutayo. And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's just that you are also not coming to the party. And so we were clashing with that. And one thing about Genesis, he's stubborn. He's very stubborn and you cannot make him do anything. And until he wants to do something, he will not do it. He can do it once or twice to shut you up, but then he'll stop. So, manje ngilongilandela umuntu over and over asking for certain things, And then Nami, to be honest, on my side, I think I started respecting him less. And we all know, Gucci, the only thing that a man really needs in a relationship is respect from a woman. And once you no longer get that, then that's no longer a relationship for you. It's no longer serving you. So now I was losing respect for him because of how he was acting in the situation in our relationship. So I was like, I care. And I was no longer like trying as well. And yeah, so we're both no longer pouring enough into this relationship. And Mina, because I fought for my relationship so hard before. I was like, yeah, I'm no longer gonna fight. Like, if kuyaphela kuphele. And yeah.
What was the final straw?
The final straw. What was the final straw, Gonji? Oh, the final straw that we had a big argument. We're actually coming from some nice event in not gonna disclose, but invited. It was nice. And when we came home, like we were happy. In the car we were happy. And then when we came home, Salisa and and that fight, oh, it escalated. Oh, that fight went south. That's where, like I was saying, we exchanged sharp words. And I'm like, if we can speak to each other like this, I know it's not working anymore. And yeah, after then, we sat down, we had an adult conversation. So our breakup was not messy at all. We had an adult conversation about it. That decided our good see as in this is no longer working. Yeah, and he stood by the decision because there was a time when I'm like, no, Mina, I still wanna try again. I still wanna. He's like, no, let's not because we are one with say Scoopy. And yeah, so that's how things ended.
Do you feel like there was somebody else ever in the picture that contributed to things ending?
Yeah, I do. I do. Although I can't be certain, but I do.
It's like in retrospect, because we think a lot when you're alone.
Yes.
You're like, realize, but shooting our fail kube a private investigator.
I do think so. I do because also the way he started treating me just was different, man. Like being a safari, honestly, relationship it was no longer the same. And Mina, because being a retaliator, like I said, with being some respect, I was just like,
Yeah.
Men don't treat women like this. I'm not like so it was just like, you know what? Then if I'm gonna be comparing, if I'm gonna be telling him how much of a man he
or less of a man he is.
You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Then it's not gonna work. That means Jevele. Utando on his side, probably not there anymore. Respect on my side, not there anymore, which are the two things that are needed from each side. Then what's the point? A man must love and provide for women. Women must respect and build a home. So if logo akuseko, isayenzani? And it was tough because like our relationship, not just being on national television, our families were involved. Like nje parents, extended family, in fact. So it was a very hard decision.
Wait, how much did he send home?
What do you mean, how much did he send home?
Lobola?
Yo, it never arrived.
No lobola, but families are involved. So what family?
I thought he was supposed to come. Like he had already written the letter and stuff. He was supposed to
What
come.
was in the letter? What?
His intentions of Uzekaya as Lobola and stuff like
yes,
that.
Yes. There was no date on the letter?
No, there was no date. My family needs to accept and then
yes.
Date.
Yes.
But before that even happened,
so you told your family don't give it a date out?
Yeah, because he had only communicated with my brother and my mom, right? So we wanted to go to my dad. Sesazi like okay, Baba. You know how like Baba is like the head of the household. So before I would go to him, as mamami no Budwami, and then spoke to them and told them the intention, and whatever. It was supposed to happen in my birthday month actually. And yeah, we were still gonna meet with my grandfather and my father to tell, because you know my parents are just my parents are divorced, so now English is into sevens are differently.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we even got a chance to go tell my dad and my grandfather from my dad's side, like isn't right between us. So we put it on hold. We didn't call it off. We're just like, okay, asime kancane, let's just gather ourselves and then sizobuya. We're still together, but we just decided to pause a bit.
Once again, in retrospect, and I hope in your healing journey you hear where you can be honest about this. Sometimes we look at length of relationship as a determinant of whether it's been successful or not. Remember, there are relationships that are short but are highly successful because they fulfill the pillars of what makes a healthy relationships. Some relationships are long, but you were people pleasing the whole way, so they were actually not that much successful. In your opinion, do you think much of your relationship was a lie?
I wouldn't say much of it, but some of it, yes. Some of it, yes, because when we'd appear in public, we would be the perfect couple, happy, righty. And then masesuthu, galiwa, sikhuluma with each other, gabi, and you're just like, because even people were shocked, like our friends and family were like, what? Nina nahlukana? No ways. But because Tina, we knew the underlying issues and what we were going through behind closed doors, we knew, Guti, this is for the best. So yeah, I won't say much of it, but some of it.
When you discovered, rather, when you suspected that there could be somebody else, did you feel like I'm less of a woman for him?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think for me it was more of how can I put it? I felt like maybe I'm too much for him. Not less than, but too much for him, because maybe I'm overbearing, maybe my personality is too strong, or my character, like nyamsinda, like nyam overpower. That's how I saw it. Because many times he'd tell me, I need to submit, I need to yabo. So then it's okay, probably okay, he wants someone
Softer,
softer, someone
yeah,
yabo.
timid.
Yeah, someone, yeah.
Have you forgiven him?
Yes, I have. For the fact that I can speak about this without being emotional.
Yeah, yeah, and breaking down.
Yes, I would have, if you interviewed me a couple of months back,
Yeah, yeah,
it would have been a different story. Yes, I have forgiven him.
yeah.
And I have forgiven him. Man, I'm okay. I have forgiven him. I even spoke to him not so long ago and not realized that I'm anxiety. You know? The fact that I can speak to him and not get frustrated or angry, or yeah, I definitely have forgiven him.
Have you moved on?
As in, like, in another relationship.
Moving on doesn't always mean being in a
Oh,
relationship. Have you moved on from him?
yes, I have moved on. I haven't moved on in terms of relationship wise. I'm still like single and trying to, just heal completely and find myself and whatever. But I have moved on. Yeah, I have moved on, man. My life is yahamba.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
My life is moving, and I love it for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it for me. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing well. I'm focusing on myself, my goals, and it is going amazing for me. Like 2025, God, kista.
Does it not hurt though that you don't have the pregnancy and the marriage and the double garage and the nice car?
It does hurt sometimes, especially when you see abantu beniphilisana nabo achieving those things, like, people that looked up to our relationship, that would be like, yo, guys, you guys motivate us, you guys make us want to hold on. When you see them getting married, having children, you're like, you know so it is a bit hard sometimes, and it does hurt, I won't lie, but it's life, it's reality. You win some, you lose some. Just need to pick yourself up and keep going.
Have you ever had the thoughts that maybe I should have chosen my trial marriage partner?
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't think, no. That was like too much of a,
Risk?
not a risk, man. Okay. I'd say it was kind of like we were living in a bubble. It was not realistic.
Okay.
Yes, it was not realistic. It was a short period of time, and yeah, it was not realistic. I don't think I ever think like that. No. Mm-mm.
What is Thabi looking forward to now in this era of where she is in life, working towards her healing, I suppose, transitioning in your career because now you're so self-aware and you focus on who you are. Are you self-aware? Perhaps I'm speaking on your behalf.
Yeah. So yes, I am self-aware, and going forward, things are changing. A lot of things are changing, and they're all changing like in a short space of time. Like, I'm just even shocked. I'm like, yo, Mudimu, like, wow, you know?
Yeah, Kista.
Yo, Kista, like, God is surprising me.
Sure.
Because God is answering so many of my prayers so close to one another. And I'm like, wow, I just got a promotion. I'm moving to a new city.
Oh, wow.
I just bought a car.
Oh, wow.
I'm graduating again in
Yeah,
April.
yeah.
Like, hey, I can go on, you
Maybe
know?
being single is good.
Right. Right, maybe.
Yeah.
So there's so much happening for me right now. And I'm just like, yo, it's only March, hey? All these things are happening in 1 year. And it's only March. Like, God, you know? So, yeah, man, I'm excited for the future. I'm definitely like focusing on myself 100%, and it feels so amazing.
Mhm.
Excuse me, I'm doing things for me. I'm doing things that I love. And besides my relationship, I made a conscious decision in 2025 that I'm going to put myself first, because I would always put my family before me, friends before me, relationship before me, work before, like, I'm done with that. It's Thabi before anyone else. And I think making that decision, it has helped me. It really has done so much for me.
The Thabi of 2025 now, first quarter 2025, would she marry a Genesis?
No. No, I wouldn't. In fact, I wouldn't marry anyone my age, even if they weren't a Genesis.
What?
That
Who are we marrying now?
we're marrying 4 years